Anyway. Okay, here's the thing. I think that men are just jealous. They see girls on the planes and the yachts and the private islands and on Instagram and they're like, tag your sponsor, you know. And I think men are just jealous. They're just jealous that they can't be flown around the world, wined and dined, brought to exotic places, you know, and doing dope shit with attractive people. And they're mad that women can, from like, you know, a period of time in their life, during the period of time in their life that they can't, the men can't. And they're just fucking jealous. That's all it is. They're just angry. They're frustrated with themselves and in their life. And then they're just mad at women, I guess, for seizing the opportunities in life, in their life, that's given to them. Instead of channeling that energy to be like, one day, that's going to be me. I'm going to be the sponsor that these girls don't tag on the boat. Instead of that, they go, oh, this girl's just a gold digger. And it's funny because it's always the girl that they follow and like all the heart, all the images on their Instagram. They always follow them. And then they're mad at them too. What the fuck? It should be way more like, okay, word. One day, I'm going to get thoughts on my plane. That's dope. You should think that. That should be your train of thought. Not one day, this girl's going to be all washed up. And then when she hits the wall at 30 or whatever the fuck, you know, then she won't be able to do that anymore. Y'all got the wrong energy. What's the opposite of BDE? So I just straight up think that men are jealous, man. And it's sad to see that. It's sad to see that. How many times have you done today? 0. But I have been drinking one of these though. Ghosts. You ever see these? These are like pre-workouts. I didn't work out today. Anyways, Ross, my man, what's up? So I just think that men are jealous. They're upset. They're upset that girls get access to this stuff. They're mad that, you know, girls get to be on the boat. Men have to buy the boat. Blah, blah, blah. Boats are expensive. Let me tell you. That being said, why be jealous about that? Why not? And the way I see it, you should use that as like motivation. Like it's a bit frustrating. Sure, I get that. Fine. But why not just use that frustration as like a compass for your life? Like go towards the hard thing, you know? Go be the baller too that she doesn't tag. That's perfect. Mwah. Do that. Way better for you, I promise you. I promise you. Handsome devil. Yeah, thank you, Rod. Good days and bad, but I'll take it. Oh, I'm gonna do this. There's only two good days with a boat. Oh, yeah, I've heard that. Why do guys lie about their height if they're just going to meet the girl in person? Same reason why girls lie about their weight. And conceal the weight with the you know, with the angles and the way they take pictures. Same reason. Hi. Hello. What's your deal? Good question. Let's see here. If you're a single guy, would you wish my married ex a happy birthday? Your friends. What? Are we? Bro, you're funny as fuck. Thank you. Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm funny too. Man, I haven't seen any barking. Man, I haven't seen any barking in ages. Yeah, I know, right? I know. They'll be back. Don't worry. Don't worry. They'll be back. Dating in college. Yeah, you should absolutely date in college. You should date in college. That's like for most people, that's the most, besides high school, and that's iffy depending on where you're at. Because where I'm from, Bible Belt all day. There's no, there wasn't a whole, I mean, there was dating in high school, but it wasn't like what you think. But like in college, that's like, for most people, that's the most prolific time of their life. And they should date in college. That's like the most dating most people will do. Ever, for most. So yeah, of course you should date in college. You know, you don't have to get married in college. I highly advise not getting married in college. Strong advisement. With your PR What are you talking about, John? Why is dating so hard being 24 years old? Well, let's talk about the responsibility of women in dating. Dating is hard, ladies, because you make it hard for yourself by choosing guys that are shitty. They give you all the signs up front. You want to date a guy who has neck tattoos. Date a guy it's irresponsible anyways, kind of. You met him when you guys were out doing ungodly things. And then y'all met, and then you went home with him, and then you guys tried to fucking force that puzzle piece to work. Metaphorically speaking, I'm talking about relationships here, you dirty minds. And when you realize that it can't work because the people that you're choosing to date are going to do the thing that of course they're going to do. You choose to date shitty, irresponsible men and then get mad and upset later when they act shitty and irresponsible. So that's why it's hard. Y'all picking the wrong people. How about that? I bet the right one's living in your DMs. Probably. Hold up. It is hard. I'm at the point of having a child without a father. Yeah, I've heard a lot of women saying that. But again, it's not about, well, the guys are just so shitty out here, blah, blah. What about your personal responsibility? I'm not going to date people that are just the worst, and you find out in like a day or two that they're just the worst. Ugh. God. And some people just try to force that anyways because they like their hair. Or they got a nice car, or some other dumb shit. And y'all try to make it work. People that are the worst, and then get mad when they act the worst later in the relationship. You think you date them in one way, and then you as a woman, decide that now that we're evolved in this relationship and things have progressed in your mind, and your relationship in your mind is more mature, then they too, as people, should mature as well. Wrong. Incorrect. Just because you want to now have a serious, committed, monogamous relationship with a person that was probably not the best fit for something like that in the first place, doesn't mean that when you decide that it's time for them to be responsible to be in a serious, committed, monogamous relationship, that they buck it, but either directly or indirectly. You should just simply, point the finger inward instead. Hang on one sec. Can you please close the refrigerator door? Nora, close the refrigerator. Sorry. Bing, bing, bing. Just in my ear. God damn. Go see Barbie, dude. Poor Nora. Is Nora. She's my housekeeper, yes. One of them. Looking absolutely handsome. Thank you. Say please, Nora. I did say please, actually. I'm very respectful of myself. No cooling the main room. And weird thing is, I used to have 30 girls with crushes on me in high school. In university, now it's 8. Well, you get older. Do you have Botox? No. Hello, Lauren. How's your day going? Going great. It's going hot. I'm in LA. It is hot here. I really don't like this heat. I wish I had your good looks. Well, love your style and logic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that you can't be upset when people behave the way they behaved when you met them. And then now that when you want things to change for you, you want things to move forward, you want to progress into a more serious echelon of your life, you're upset that they continue to act the way they acted when you met them. Most of the time, when you meet people, it's not now some radical shift where it's like they're now suddenly behaving completely differently. It's usually they just behave the same way they've always behaved the entire time, is mostly the case. And the thing is that people sort of adopt this mentality that, well, I think it now should be different, and I want things to now be different, so therefore you must act and behave differently. And they get mad that they don't behave differently to their new requirements. And that's mostly the issue. So dating is hard because y'all make it hard. Yeah, they want to change the man. That's exactly what I'm talking about. They meet a guy that's one way, and then they go, well, I want him to change. I want him to do something differently. I want him to behave differently now that we're more serious and things moved along more seriously. I want things to now be different. Wrong. Incorrect. Sorry, the slide is like flickering on me. Hang on. Oops, wrong one. Give me a sec. Okay. We date to know if you click with the other person, but I guess there's no perfect relationship. Yeah, sure, exactly. But you find out if you click in the first couple of times you meet, you know. You find out relatively quickly, I think. Hello. Yay, so happy I caught you on here. I've missed you. Thank you. Thanks, Carrie. God, some damn appreciation for once. I appreciate that. Bro, how do I approach my gym crush? Just carefully. No, don't be so aggressive. Don't shit where you know. You guys can be friendly acquaintances, and if it lines up, it'll be obvious. Were you in a frat? No, I was not in a frat. I actually don't get along with those kinds of types very easily. I mean, I would say I kind of get along with everybody, but that's not my team, not my cup of tea. Okay, yep. You want me to move my tie clip down? I think I like it where it's at. Best gym is the bodybuilder gym. Best gym is the bodybuilder gym, if you ask me. Yeah, depends on how serious you are about it. I'm less serious about the gym these days than I used to be. I used to think that you needed the gym to get girls. You don't. You should be in shape. It's a good idea to be in shape, both men and women. Women got to be skinny. Men got to have at least some muscles. Try to not be overweight. But besides that, some people go hardcore in the gym, and that's their whole damn life. You guys ever tried dating a bodybuilder? Some of you ladies in here, you ever tried dating a bodybuilder, a real bodybuilder? Where they can't go out to dinner fucking ever. They can't drink alcohol in any way. They have to prep all their meals. You're usually the one prepping it for them. They get kind of too big to get their back, so you end up shaving their back. Some of y'all even wiping their asses. I don't know. Their whole regimen is about 2 a days, 3 hours a day in the gym. And and to be honest with you, it feels like they're more into other dudes that look buff than they are women. But what can I say? I don't know, man. No judgment here. Just saying, if y'all ever dated a real bodybuilder, even though they look good in photos, that lifestyle that comes with that shit, and you being their now support, more power to you, ladies. I saw you at Craig's the 1 week. Who, Craig's? The bodybuilder look is too much. I dated a cage fighter, never again. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. You're gonna end up prepping their meals. You're gonna end up doing all their shit, and if you can handle all that, you want to be their personal chef and assistant and scheduler. Just for what? To work out? Big man, tiny apartment. They get winded after a 5-minute walk. Yeah, well, there you go. When I go to the gym, I see myself comparing myself to others. Want to be Arnold. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And believe me, guys, there's a time in my life where I was like, I want to be a big bodybuilder. That's going to be me. I want to be all buff. And I'm skinny as fuck too. So for me, as my whole life. And so for me, I tried. There was a time I got buff. Some of y'all saw me on live. I look kind of puffy in my face and stuff. But now, not anymore. Not really. How do I become mature like you? Well, you just face some shit that makes you mature, I suppose. He done his own cooking. He just kept changing his mind. Okay, I don't know what that means. Where's your cigarette? I don't smoke cigarettes, but I do smoke cigars though. But if I smoke it on TikTok, which I really would like to do, they'll shut me down. So I'm not doing that. I'm gonna not do that. Lean and strong looks better on you than puff. Yeah, I think so. It depends. I try to do the best I can. You get to see Taylor Swift. That's fucking funny you say that. So Taylor Swift is actually going to be in LA. I'm in Beverly Hills, so literally the city is going to be fucking gridlocked like crazy. So it's going to be a lot of traffic. I'm trying to avoid all that. Yeah, I got you, Ellen. Don't worry. Let's see here. How's Jack? I don't know what that is. You look really sharp. Thank you. She's in LA. She performed a concert last night. Yeah, I know. It was like crazy. It's a crazy like big event. I've been exclusive with a guy I've been exclusive with a month on a big river trip, and now a new girl coming. A guy I've been exclusive with for a month is going on a big river trip, and a new girl is coming. Like going with him camping on the river trip, like just the two of them. You're high. No, I'm not. What the fuck? Hello from Palm Beach. Oh, what's up? My grandmother used to live in Palm Beach, Florida. Who exactly are you? Well, my name's right there. Whoop, right there. Whoop. If you click the screen, there'll be a power bar that goes, charges up and explodes. Pretty dope. On TikTok. Sorry, Instagram. I'm streaming on Instagram too. How's everything going with you? Going great. Beth, good to see you, actually. Good to see you again. I know I haven't been going live or ever posted a couple of months now. Jeez, time flies. It's like I look up, it's like, oh shit, what day is it? I see, thank you. How's your dog? He's doing good. He's around here somewhere. Whoa, what's up, Kelly. Oh, Kelly, what's up, Kelly? You look like Peter from The Bachelor. Okay, I'll take that. How do women attract a man like you? Well, it just depends. First of all, you got to be in the vicinity. Like if you're looking for like high value men in general, I don't know who you are, where you live. I have no idea, right? So if you want to just be around guys that are, I don't know, successful in their field, whatever that is, just hang out where guys that are successful hang out, wherever that is for you. And I have no idea who you are, where you live. So, hang out where, country clubs, bars where lawyers hang out, stuff like that, where you know they're people of like successful people are going to be, and then that's how you get a high value man. Just generally be in that vicinity, but that might require you to move. It depends on where you live. Real estate, no, not in real estate, not personally, no. I feel like he either has a trust fund or shares of something. Me? You think me? No, see, actually, that's funny that you mentioned that. See, I grew up poor. I grew up with a single mother. I lived in a trailer with my mother that we shared with her mother that was in the backyard of her mother. I grew up in the South, very poor, didn't have anything, one-horse town. My father didn't contribute in any way, so instead, my mother, without an education, had to raise me. As soon as I graduated high school, I left and went and got a degree in mathematics. Eventually worked in aerospace for 7 years. I branched away from aerospace, started my own companies, and now my mother, who took care of me when I was young, I take care of her. So she's, I retired her. She doesn't have to work again at all, and she's sort of enjoying her life now. But I had nothing. I was given nothing. I have nothing, and I've had to grow into my own, which is, I wouldn't say it's hard necessarily, because you're going to do it whether you like it or not. But there's definitely there was no guidance. Hi. Any way to nudge a man you've been with for many years to become high value without offending? Janet, if you've been with a guy for many years and he doesn't have the ambition to grow, here's the thing. I get it. Women date guys that they see potential in them. They want to help them get there. And women are very good at helping men realize their potential if they're good women. They're really good at that. There's been women in my life previously that have really helped elevate me or make me more conscientious and more aware of like my shortcomings such that I can improve upon them. Not in a negative way, but in a positive way. And that including my mother. And so I think that women are good at that. But let me tell you, sis, if you've been with this guy for fucking years and he doesn't have the ambition to achieve more than where he's at, and you would know that not by words but by actions, I'm not so sure that you can change him. I would actually say you probably can't. So I would highly recommend maybe having a heart-to-heart and see where things go from there. And don't listen to words. Observe. That's the only way. You'll know them by their fruit. That's a good way to I've never heard of that before. You'll know them by their fruit. I like that. Do you care how much your woman makes? No, that's not really a concern of mine. I don't think men should care about how much money their women make. And if they do, they're not. They haven't achieved what they could achieve. Let's say. It's like, yeah, you can contribute if you want, but I don't want your woman's money at all. Where do you get your suit from, Play? This is a custom suit. Should say my name in there somewhere. Yeah, there it goes. Hartley, see? I have these suits made at Klein, Epstein, and Parker. This one particularly. You're sharper than a machete. Do you have a stylist? Well, this is styled by me, but the suit was custom made. Sorry. Let me answer a question on Instagram. Hey, I've seen you on TikToks for a long time. How's it going? It's going great. I think successful people go private, LOL, especially the billionaires. Yeah, eventually they do. Yeah, because it's not really worth, trying to convince people that aren't on your level. What did Kanye West say? Kanye West said, I'm not really interested in talking about money to people that have less money than me. He said that on live news network. That was fucking funny. That's hilarious. We are going to Watershed. Great. I'm a single mom with a boy. Want him to be as successful as he can be. I'm sure your mom appreciates you. I think so. She sure appreciates those checks. I'm just kidding. I have a great relationship with my mother. I don't talk to her as much as I should, to be honest with you. Not that I should, that she would like, let's say. And the reason for that is just simply because I'm busy, man. I got stuff to do. She wants to keep getting them checks, right? Where do you live? I live in Beverly Hills. Yeah, it looks nice out. It is nice. However, it's really hot in LA. Like really hot. If I step outside, I'd be sweating. This is a linen suit. That's why I'm wearing linen today. Hi. Where are you? Well, I just explained. Sharp looking. Thank you. Yeah. Are you an only child? No. My mother had 2 kids. My father had 6, and then there's a couple in there by marriage, remarried and everything. So it's a big family. Really hot here in Florida. Oh, I bet. Lynn is so healthy for you. Thank you. Your good son taking care of your mom. I'll take that. Need anyone to house sit your vacation home? No, I'm good. Nice to. Thank you guys. Thank you. Okay. So we were talking about dating today. My post. I haven't posted on TikTok in ages. But we talked about, in my post today, I talked about how men seem to be resentful of young women who take advantage of the opportunities given to them by virtue of being pretty on social media, whatever. And these girls get to fly on private jets. They get to be on the big yacht. They get to go on, some guy's private island. They get to sleep with fucking super successful, well-to-do gentlemen. They get to do all this dope stuff when they have those opportunities. They get to pluck these opportunities because they're presented to them just simply by virtue of who they are and being out there. And then men seem to get very upset by that. And I don't get it. I think that men being upset by women taking advantage of the opportunities that they get is just simply them being jealous. I think it's the men being kind of jealous of the women. It's like, because the men know, especially, let's say under the age of 30, you haven't really accomplished much. Some people have, but not most. And so if you haven't accomplished much and you're just seeing women get to do all this dope shit and you're just, tag your sponsor. Why are you jealous, bro? Why not instead just focus on improving your life and creating opportunities for yourself? I get the basis level, like, she gets to be on the yacht when she's 18 and I have to buy it when I'm 40. I get being upset by that a little bit. But that should focus you. That should be like, wow, well, one day when I'm 40 and successful, I can have the great yacht and all the girls will come to my boat. That's great. You should focus on it like that. Instead of being mad that women are just seizing the opportunities when they get them, while they get them. That's fine. Let them have them. Let them have them. And instead, you focus on making your life better. Don't be mad at women. Don't be jealous that they get to do this cool stuff. Why not just make it so that in your life, you get to do cool stuff? Sound fair? I think that's fair. I think it's more than fair. And I'm also thinking being jealous, being mad at girls, saying tag your sponsor, and it bodes to your character. And that character is likely gonna be indicative of how financially secure you're going to be in your future. Just play the game. Get good at it. Play it. It's not that hard. Yes. This is an AI, gentlemen. I'll take that as a compliment. Thoughts on 50-50 and princess treatment. Okay, here's the deal. I think that men should be a gentleman. Just be a gentleman, man. You can just be, like, if you got a woman, it's your woman, take care of your woman. The end. You don't have to call it anything. It doesn't have to be, princess treatment. Girls make up this bullshit. Princess treatment. It's like, here's the thing. Guys that are about it, just take care of shit. They just take care. Send them money. I send girls money all the time. I swear to God. Cash, fucking Apple Pay. I'll just, here you go. I don't give a fuck. Because it doesn't affect me. I don't care at all. So for me, it's just like, okay, yeah, you can have it. And guys will just take care. Guys that are about it will just take care without it being called anything. But I'll tell you what they won't do. They won't take care of a girl that says, I need princess treatment. If you go up to a man and tell him that you want princess treatment, that's how you don't get princess treatment from guys that are about it. Dead ass. Instead, just be a kind, sweet, pretty woman that he wants around in his life, and he just will by default if he's about it. If you tell them I want princess treatment, you're just not going to get it, because that sounds like entitled, and it's gross even, like a beggy little needy little, just like, let me have it from you. That's bullshit. You should just be the sweet, accommodating person in his life, and he'll just accommodate you by taking care of you by default. Okay? Men that want 50-50 from a woman aren't making enough, because ain't no way there's a woman gonna be 50-50 to me. Ain't no way. And even if they were, that's good. Good for you. You can have it. I'm good. If men have nothing else, they have the audacity. Been married. What are things you can do to improve yourself? To be a higher quality man. Just work on yourself, start making money, and then start working on yourself. Keep yourself active, healthy, and figure out ways to make more money in your life. I'm good too. Nice to see you, Gigi. Misogyny, how refreshing. What's misogynistic? Somebody asked me, what do I think about 50-50 or princess treatment? My response is, I don't need a woman to contribute 50-50 to a household. And I highly recommend that if guys need a woman to contribute 50-50, that they should earn more. If a guy needs a woman to contribute to his household, he should earn more. What's misogynistic about that? Let's see here. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Agreed. That is the right answer. Well, that's my answer. I don't know if it's the right answer. That's what I think. But somebody just called me a misogynist for that. Look into the camera. I want to see your eyes. I am looking into the camera. Agreed. Are you married? No. What's your opinion on situationships? Situationships are sort of a natural progression to a relationship, I think, especially now. It's like people date, they're kind of doing whatever they're doing, and it's not quite clearly defined situationship. Do you believe in marriage? Yes. That guy's just projecting, probably. Love the outfit. Thank you. As a man, it's your job to lead, and that's how a true divine feminine submits willingly. Yeah, but people saying that kind of stuff, it's just such a... a lot of these things just straight up don't need to be said. Like men that are about it, men that actually make money, they just take care of their people by default. Everyone around me, staff, friends, girlfriends, family, whatever, are just taken care of. That's why I retired my mother. It's just they just get taken care of. You understand? You don't have to be like, oh well, I just need to be in my masculine, and then therefore she'll submit in her feminine. People that talk like that are losers, man. That's fucking loser shit. Don't talk like that ever. It's just a natural way of being prolific and person of value is that you take care of your people. The end. My husband and I were two hearts and one soul. Our bond was so special. Great. Let's see here. Opinion on John Anthony. I have no idea who that is. What did I walk into? Yeah, we're trying to get to the bottom of this. we're trying to figure it out. Who should approach who? I think that both men and women play a part in who approaches. Like for instance, the women will sort of position themselves in a manner that they'll be easily approached by the guy they're interested in. Yeah, and sort of like enable the guy to approach, and then the man should just approach. And anyway, if you're just a man that like you're too busy to like overthink shit. Just go talk to the girl you like. And women will want you. You'll know that that's true because women will put themselves in very fucking obvious positions so that it's obvious that they want you to talk to them. You get what I'm saying? So they make it easy on you. It's not that hard. And then men should approach. And I think that's a better dynamic overall. Imagine if it was the other way. A man just kind of like put himself up close, like to be approached. And then just sort of waited there, for the woman to come approach him. Imagine if it was that way. Ugh. It's gross. I love older women. Great. I did too for a little while. Now it's the other way. Are you like hitched? No, not really. Let's see here. I had a guy wait for my attention. I'm sorry. I love older. Okay. Hey, man. I moved out of LA this past month. Oh, sorry to hear that, Anthony. Is marriage still possible? Absolutely. I think marriage is still possible, of course. Who's at your house making all the ruckus? The housekeeper. Where are you from? And why do you look so sharp? Well, it's a weekday, and I'm in Beverly Hills. Let's see here. What about when your mom raised you? Well, my mother's a single mother, so she did the best she can with two boys with no education. She provided for us. She did a relatively good job, I think. All things considered. Now, let's see here, Nora. She does a relatively good job, all things considered, and we struggled to get through it for a while. And then now that I've become an adult and I'm out in the world, I'm doing what I can do. Now I've retired her. She doesn't have to work at all. So I send her a check every month and she can live her best life. Let's see. I always love your vibe. Thanks. If you could live anywhere, where would you live? I'm living in it. I love my life. Literally, my life is like my childhood fantasy of what my life could be if it was perfect. That's where I'm at. I live in Beverly Hills. I live in the hills of Beverly Hills. I drive supercars all through Mulholland Drive. I have accounts on file everywhere. Everybody knows me when I walk in the door. It's dope. My life is sick. It's like GTA in real life for real. It's dope. I feel like you're super kind inside. Sure. Have a good Greetings from Holland. Hello. Have a good afternoon. I'm glad you were able to. Yeah, happy. Stay blessed. Like you. Are you happy? Yes. Never seen the supercar. Oh, check my Instagram. I post. My Instagram is like where it's at. That's where it's popping. All my like life stuff, I post on my stories on Instagram. Do you have a relationship with your dad? Yeah, I have a relationship with my dad. But my father didn't raise me, so I have a relationship with my father. But it's not like my relationship with my mother. Now, again, I'm an adult, so I'm not like calling my parents every day or whatever. I send my mother money, and that's it. But my father, on the other hand, I talk to him on occasion, but I don't have any like animosity towards my dad or anything like. It's not like that, not really. You know, we got to forgive our parents for better or for worse. They're doing the best they can with what they got, and what they had wasn't much. And to be honest, I don't hold any like grudges towards anybody. Now my siblings, on the other hand, do a little bit, but that's their business, not mine. But personally, I have no qualms with family members at all. Hey, hello. Do you treat everyone with kindness? I like to think so. I wouldn't say that people particularly call me nice, but I think I'm kind. Weekend plans. Carrie, you're asking a lot about weekend plans. My days happen as they happen. I don't plan so much. I just do. Do you... Oh, I already answered that. Are you an actor? No. Biggest turnoff for a woman? Well, there's a lot of things that can be turnoffs when dating, let's say. A lot of it stems to do with like trying to control the man too quickly. A lot of girls will do that. They'll like a guy, they'll really like a guy, and they start like dating him or whatever, and then they sort of want to just set up shop in their life and then control everything about them way too soon. More than is appropriate. Does that make sense? And because of that mindset, they'll sort of transgress upon a man's life like too quickly, and it's like, whoa, hang on a second, chill out. Like, how many times have we hung out? You get what I'm saying? You'll start to see that, and that can be very jarring for a lot of guys. Like for me, I'm a patient individual, but that can be a very jarring thing. So I think that that's the biggest one that a lot of like dudes that are about it in life will face, because they meet this girl, the girl's like very excited to meet the guy, and then it's like now they're transgressing upon you a little too inappropriately, a little too quickly. What's your height? I'm 6'1". Dude, where have you been? I've been around. Tristan, what's up, buddy? I spoke to a man for months, drive 500 miles to meet him, spent a week, and now he wants to be friends. Well, maybe you just weren't pretty enough. That sucks, but maybe it's true. Hi from Oklahoma. Hello. I got plans canceled by a guy that I've been seeing. He gaslit me when I told him how I felt. I don't know what you mean by that. There it is. Well, if you've been dating somebody for ages over the phone or on dating apps or on Instagram, and you haven't met in person yet, and then you guys meet in person, and then they, like they always do, fall short of your expectations because everybody skirts the angles, has the perfect fucking filters, and changes the way they look so much online that when they show up in person, the man goes, womp womp. You know how many times that's happened to me? Like all of them, all the times, every single time almost. So it's just like, okay. So my recommendation is don't date somebody online for so long. Meet them in person. Know that you guys have like an idea of like what you're getting into before you commit too much of your time. Because maybe they just physically aren't attracted to you in person. And if that's the case, then ain't no amount of pen pal letters, cute DMs, good morning texts are going to change that shit. Meet in person soon. Yeah, stop the online relationship stuff. Bingo. This happened to me. Whoops. This happened to me every time. Why don't try online? Yeah, well, it's happening to you every time. Maybe you're to blame. Hey, what's up, Ashley? You're awesome. Thanks, Nikki. He was 10 years older and we FaceTime. But so what? I know how you girls are. You guys are fucking magicians about making that FaceTime money. Be fucking for real right now. You know you got them angles and the perfect little lighting and the perfect whatever situation. Here's the deal. Save yourself some heartache and just plain and simple, meet them quickly. That'll save you the time. I promise you. It's not even like, oh, well, it wasn't for him. No, I'm telling you, I'm giving you advice. Because the advice is simple. Maybe, and vice versa, maybe you meet him and it's like, ugh, I didn't realize he had this big beer gut, or something. Some guys have body odor. Can't see that shit through FaceTime. What if you like him a lot? What if you like the guy a lot? You've been online dating for 6 months. You like him a lot, and then you just kind of like hug up to him, and he has this perpetual BO problem that can't be solved. He needs to get steroid shots from a doctor every 3 months, or it's just horrific smell all the time. There's nothing you can do about it. You don't see that over FaceTime, huh? I'm saving you time, sis. Meet this man in person. Y'all figure it out right then and there if this is gonna work, and then y'all can have whatever FaceTime call, relationship, whatever from then on. Period. Yeah. Dating a guy for a month. Should I still be seeing other people? It depends on you, doesn't it? Depends on you and him and where you're at in that. Communication is key. Hello, Pax. Meet right away and do it in person. Yeah, get it over with. You know how many girls show up and they don't look like their Instagram photo profile picture? Fucking all of them. They all don't look like their Instagram at all. Videos now too. These fucking TikTok filters. They changed the video now. Your eyes are in different places. Jaw looks snatched online. And you got 2 of them in person. They're all like that. All of them. Y'all all cap. All right? So, meet in person. Get that shit over with. Just rip that Band-Aid off. As soon as that's done, then and only then should you progress things. Oh, man. Barbies are natural women. I like a little of this, a little of that. Why would someone take advice? Oh, I missed it. You're joking, right? No, I'm not. High as a kite. No, I'm not. Guys also don't the same. Yeah. Whoops. Men are always 3 inches shorter than their profile. Yeah, and like 5 years younger. Or 5 years older, yeah, at least. How to start dating. 19 and never had any sort of relationship. Well, just got to get out there, sis. Good luck, Megan. It's going to be a rough one. IG versus reality. Yeah, big difference. What are we dressed up for? Well, it's a weekday. We're working. Truth, no filter. It's great. Oh my God, the dating scene. Oh, don't even get me started. Ugh. I'm tired of first dates. No more of that shit. 3rd dates only from now on. I'm just going to jump right in. We're not doing that. So, what's your favorite color? Oh, purple? Is it purple? Fuck that. Forever. 3rd dates only from now on. Deuce and good looking enough to get a kick. Whoop. Out of looking and listening. See ya. Is it true that man will not Is it true that men will not commit even if they met the perfect woman if they aren't ready? Yeah, well, again, you answer your own question. You're asking me, if the man is not ready to commit, is it true that they won't commit? Yeah, yes. The answer is yes, Stacy. Of course. If the man's not ready to commit, will he not commit? Yes. Let's see here. You look nice. Thank you. Good days and bad. I'll take it. How are the women in Beverly Hills? Are they mostly gold diggers? No. No, they're not. That's a common misconception. And by the way, there are gold diggers everywhere. LA is a big place. It takes all kinds, colors, shapes, sizes. It's just, you have no idea. It's not like that. It's not like, oh, you're in Beverly Hills, all the women must be gold diggers. Wrong. It's not like that at all. No, they're not. See? They just have higher standards. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It's just there's a lot of city here, man. And there's a lot of different ways. I mean, California, same thing. If a man isn't ready for a relationship, even if he meets the perfect woman, will he let her get away with trying to have a relationship with him? Well, I will say this, that I've heard from several men that they had all these things in place, all these rules in place, whatever, and then they met the right one. And then it was like, all the rules out the window, everything changed. Next thing you know, they're married, have a baby on the way. So, You can try your luck at your own peril, meaning you could waste a lot of time with the wrong guy, a lot of your years that you don't have very many of. Well, what makes a woman attractive? If she's attractive, being attractive. Gotta be pretty, welcoming, kind, warm as a person. You know, just pleasant to be around. Is it bad if I drink on the first date? No, as long as you can handle yourself. Don't overdo it, I think. It's probably a good rule of thumb. Good to know. Yeah, of course. Everyone has a type, exactly. That's exactly right. God loves you. I've heard that. Hey, love, hello. I don't drink. Drinking is bad for me. I agree, man. Every time I drink, I feel like shit afterwards. That's why I just choose not to. Where can I get married to the 1%? Be in the place where the 1% are. I don't know. Go to the Hamptons, Bel Air. What do you enjoy drinking when you do? Wine, rum. But not much. To be honest, I don't drink very much. Do women only look for provider? I would say, listen, it would be strange to me if a woman looked for a man that couldn't take care of himself. He couldn't pay rent. He couldn't feed himself or his family if he has a family. And he's struggling to get by. It would be strange to me if a woman sought that out. Because that just seems like you're just welcoming on somebody else's problem, like somebody else's burden, you see? Like, why would any woman want that? So, well, then what then are they looking for? I would say it's the opposite of that, the inverse of that. If you're not looking for a guy who can't even fucking put food on his own table, can't even keep a roof over his own head, he can't provide for himself in any way, if women aren't looking for that, then what must they be looking for? I think women look for stability in men. I think they look for men that are out in the world and are able to, in their own way, create an environment that is, accommodating, safe, a place where they can sleep at night, a place where they can eat. And they want to date established men in that way and up, because the alternative is fucking horrible. So I think it's a good idea that women want to date guys that can at least provide for themselves, and then by extension provide for their family, of course. Why would you want to date a guy who couldn't provide for his family? You see? So why do women want to date a provider? That's pretty fucking obvious, because the alternative is horrible. I left a date once because a man told me he didn't care about his credit score. Well, yeah, well, depends. If you're very, very successful, you can cash out basically everything, then yeah, okay, credit doesn't really apply to you. But if you're in the middle class and you need credit to get things like an apartment or something like that, then then that's a kind of a red flag. But if you're rich, then you don't need any of that shit. You don't need a credit score at all. You can just handle everything else and the ways that rich people handle it. Just depends on where you're at in life, if that applies to you or not. Would you be in an open relationship? I have been in an open relationship. And I don't think it's for most people. It's there's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of jealousy there. So everybody thinks oh yeah, this is gonna be great, this and that. And then it's always somebody gets jealous somewhere down the line. It ends up being horrible. Do you have a single brother for me? Yeah, but he's not like me. My brother's very different than me. Do you have any funny dating stories? Yes, I have a lot of funny dating stories. I tell them on my TikTok. I want to get back on TikTok and start doing more posts. I'll tell more dating stories. I go on a lot of dates, man. It's just when you're in LA, it's just a big melting pot. It's a lot of, there's a lot of people here, and it's exhausting. It can be fun, rarely, but it's mostly exhausting. But it can be fun sometimes. But I got some crazy ass dating stories. Let's see here. You look like you like crazy girls. Yeah, that's pretty true. Are you ever going to settle down? Yeah, probably. We'll see. Come to Texas. It is so fucking hot in Texas. I'm exactly where I want to be in life, mentally and physically. But thanks for the invitation. It's too humid. My hair could never. I think every man likes a little crazy, yeah. Do you date English girls? I have. I do all right. Don't worry about me. I do all right for myself. Florida is awesome. I will be in Florida half the year. I'll be in Miami half the year this year, from November to April. So I'll be in both. I live in both Beverly Hills and I'll be in Miami. So I'll be back and forth, bi-coastal. Doesn't matter the humidity for me. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. We'll do just fine. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, listen, guys. That's my time. It's been an hour. Thanks for everybody for joining me. We'll be on again soon. Follow me on Instagram. All my life updates and life stories are on Instagram. If you want to see the way I live my life, I think I have a pretty dope life here in LA. Post a lot of crazy stuff. Follow me on Instagram. Check me out, and I'll see you again soon. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks everybody for joining. Bye bye.